Hey guys, this is a video continuing my unboxing. Now, unfortunately, I paused the video last time and accidentally hit the record button, and the video ran on for a long time without anything happening. So I decided to continue the unboxing with another video. So yeah, let me continue looking at Strike Freedom. Says what I said last time was someone on TFW wanted to build an RX-78-2. He wanted to know what's a good model kit to start out with. I suggested the real grade, but one of the other members on TFW said the real grade is too complicated, which I disagree, because if you look at the box here, it says we want to tell all generations who know Gundam of the pleasure and excitement of making a mobile suit. Please be sure to enjoy the numerous gimmicks incorporated in this palm-sized 1/144th scale. So, the real grade line is good for beginners. I mean, it's already got this inner frame pre-assembled. You just gotta take it off the runner and put the parts onto it. On the other sides, you can see the head, pictures of the head again, and it also says what it says on the front, Strike Freedom Gundam, and the same paragraph we see on the top. Sorry about that shake there. Here on the side, we can see pictures of the Strike Freedom, and these are some pretty cool looking pictures. Here's a picture of the Strike Freedom with his wings out, holding the gun, and the guns can combine into one longer rifle. You can also dual wield them as two smaller guns, and his wings do open up, showing the gold inside. And here you can see the back of the Strike Freedom wings. I hope these fold back. They really should if they want to make this figure as good as it could possibly be. And here we see pictures of the Strike Freedom's head, and the hand, the way he holds the gun. And here we can see his shoulder pad does open up. And here we can see that, I think this is some part of the leg. It opens up. And here we can see, it looks like the leg has a mechanism where the knee slides upward. And here, it's called, I don't know what this is. You can just ignore this price label. I didn't pay too much for it. This much for it. That must be an old sticker that whichever vendor sells through Amazon left on there. Back to this side, we can see the inner frame, which looks nice. It's gold, just like the other Strike Freedom kits have been. And here we can see there's gold in the wings also. And we can see the rifles, which combine into one longer rifle. And here we see a picture of the Strike Freedom with the wings folded up. Not folded out, swung open. Here we can see the various gimmicks. He can hold both sabers, both beam sabers in one hand, like Darth Maul. He holds both beam sabers in one hand. He combines the beam sabers into one longer beam saber with beams coming out of both sides, like Darth Maul's lightsaber. And here we can see he's got guns on the sides of his waist flaps. And here we can see they can be slid back, just like his perfect grade counterpart. I've actually got the perfect grade version of the Strike Freedom. I think I'll show that when I'm done with building this real grade Strike Freedom. And here we can see the sticker sheet. It's got shiny stickers. And here we can see the Strike Freedom's head. Hopefully this crest won't be too fragile. I had the Strike Gundam, and one of the points broke off. Usually the V crest is the most fragile part of Gundam, but you gotta be real careful with it. So I'm hoping that this doesn't break when I try to put it on, or anytime. And here we can see that the gold shows up in the elbows when the figure is built, and unlike other this gold frame, it helps to break up the monotony of the figure, as we can see here in the elbows, the knees, the chest area. So it's not just a good-looking inner frame; it helps the overall figure look great also. I've heard some opinions about gray and black. Some people say they find gray to be more aesthetically pleasing to break up the monotony of a figure. Actually could like both. I didn't actually hear this about Gundams. I heard this on the Transformers Collectors Club forums when someone was talking about movie Bumblebee figures. But here we can see the inside. He's got a nice gold frame. Actually, these are parts of the frame for the wings. I think these are parts for his shoulders and his chest. These are definitely his wings. So are these. Of course, the wings are a big part of this model kit. And here are the other parts. I'm not sure why this is a sticker. I feel like there should be a clear shield, like the perfect grade. Here we see the instructions. Now, in case you didn't know, real grades are an amalgam of the other grades. Real grades are as big as high grades. They have as many parts as a master grade. And they have all the detail and styling of a perfect grade. Here you can see an ad for the other real grade seed kits. Here it says Gunpla, made in Japan. And on the other side, you can see the perfect grade, the master grade, the HG, and the SD of the Strike Freedom Gundam. So basically they took everything they learned from making the previous Strike Freedom Gundams and put them all in one kit. Also, I want to move on to the book, since I'm probably not going to do a review on it. Let's see. Here we can see on the front a picture of IDW Optimus. I don't like this picture of Optimus as much as I did Volume 2 of the IDW collection, which was drawn by Jesu. Not sure who did this, but does seem to have a nice picture of him in vehicle mode on the back, and it says, The war for Cybertron is over. Bumblebee and his fellow Autobots struggle to maintain control of the world without Optimus Prime, as the provisional government struggles to assert itself. Prowl vows to defend it against the Decepticons at all costs. Meanwhile, Rodimus embarks on an epic quest to the far reaches of the Transformers universe, with a group including Ultra Magnus, Drift, Cyclonus, and more. And here it says it includes one shot of Death of Optimus Prime, More Than Meets the Eye, issues 1 through 5, and Robots in Disguise, issues 1 through 6. So it's a bit thinner than the other IDW collections have been. They're usually about around 3 trades. This one, a little more than 2. Here we can see on the inside. Hold on, did I just bend it somewhere here? I was worried I did for a second. I mean, not like bend it slightly, but in a way that makes a point and leaves a lasting mark on the book. Well, I suppose I could always get another one. Let's see. Here we can see. Now, these aren't necessarily classified, separated by series. But here we can see More Than Meets the Eye, then Robots in Disguise, then More Than Meets the Eye again, and then The Death of Optimus Prime. Now, one of my friends on Transformer World 2005, when talking about the edited collection, he asked, why do you put Robots in Disguise and More Than Meets the Eye in the same book? Why not just put 2 or 3 trades of More Than Meets the Eye or Robots in Disguise in the same trade? And I said, well, what's wrong with that? And he said, well, it's like putting a trade of Spider-Man and Fantastic Four and X-Men in the same hardcover book for no reason, which I disagree with. If you're a Transformers fan, you'd like to read all the stories with the Transformers in it, even if they are from different series. Now, More Than Meets the Eye is very good. It has a lot of dense writing. As you can see, there's a lot of dialogue here. And here. And here. It's written by James Roberts, who is generally considered the best Transformers writer. James Roberts has been a longtime Transformers fan, and I was very excited to hear that he would write More Than Meets the Eye. I loved his work on Chaos Theory and Last Stand of the Wreckers. And More Than Meets the Eye is very good. There's a lot of witty dialogue, and there's a lot of humor. And it's a great adventure story. The other book, Robots in Disguise, I feel it's written by John Roberts, also a great writer. It has better coloring. More Than Meets the Eye's coloring is kind of dull. More Than Meets the Eye is the better book in this hardcover, but there are some good moments, like Starscream saying he wants to lead. And yeah, here's Skybite, which is a nice nod to the Robots in Disguise cartoon. There's RC. I don't consider this to be one of the better volumes of Robots in Disguise. I like the trade with where Megatron comes back a lot more, but still Still worth reading, especially if you want to understand everything going on in the Robots in Disguise comic. And the art's also very good. It's written by Andrew Griffith, and as you can see, a lot of the designs are based on Fall Cybertron, which is very good. And it's even got some of the pictures of some of the covers. Yeah, here we can see a nice transformation sequence for Ironhide. So overall, this book is very good. I highly recommend it, especially for the More Than Meets the Eye stories in here.